In this video, guys, we're gonna be doing a little bit of drywall work. As you can see here, my brother is taking the refrigerator off this house. This is my neighbor's house and we're gonna be selling this house. So I don't think anybody wants to see something like this. The previous owners had opened the wall here so that the other refrigerator could fit in. So they did a terrible job. Let's see what they did. As you can see here, somehow this is just a dividing wall, thankfully, but they ripped off the studs from here just in order to be able to fit the refrigerator. They compromised the integrity of the wall by doing this. This is holding absolutely nothing. And so our work right now, our job, is to get this wall completely off. We're gonna save this other part so that we can use it again, and then just do the other part of the wall, dividing wall, and put new studs to make it more, safe. Even though it doesn't hold anything, we're gonna make it nice and perfect for them. So at the Home Depot, we're going to be doing a separating wall in a house, and so they messed up the wall when they tried to put a refrigerator in. So we're gonna fix it back up because we're gonna sell the house, and I'm getting everything to do the work because I can also do that kind of work for you guys. So we'll get it going right now. I got all the tools. I forgot a bunch of tools, but we're gonna cut the drywall right now. The drywall just like that. Okay, we were able to fit everything in the car, but where am I gonna sit? Oh dear. And if it weren't enough, we're gonna pack this car with even more stuff. Let's see if I can fit. I have these balloons that I have to put in there because it's close day for my clients, so I need to get in the car and I don't have much time, so let's see. So first things first, we are going to be making sure that everything is clean, well, not clean but covered, and we're gonna do that with go away. My brother. With this plastic, we have some masking tape, and to cover the floors so that they're not damaged, we're gonna put a drop cloth and get it all prepared. So these are some of the things that we're gonna need. The circulating saw, we're gonna need this for screwing some screws. I need the screws though. And I have the nailer, something to protect your hearing, your ears. We're gonna need this one is the, I don't even know what this one's called. I can never remember. but we're gonna use this one to take off the wall apart, and then later on for the joint compound we're gonna need these tools and a square. So first things that we're gonna be doing is we have all the molding over here at the bottom and here in the middle of the wall. I'm using my cutting knife to be able to score all of the caulking, and some of it's already taken, it's like separated, but I'm just gonna take the time to do this, and then I'm gonna go in with a spatula and separate it. We're gonna keep this molding because we're gonna put it back on again. That's gonna save in costs for my client, and is gonna continue to have the same type of molding on this side. So we're gonna try to save it. This is a clean demo, soft demo. I like to call it like that. So right here you can see how it's coming out. Trying to be very careful about getting everything out and taking care of the floors as well. The drywall is so thin. Instead of using a good piece of drywall, they use like a ton of thin pieces. Okay guys, so this has been a little bit more complicated than we anticipated. There's been a lot of screws and a lot of big nails here, but we're getting it done. We had to take out the corner bead here, and we're gonna have to repair the front. What I wanted to do is not damage the front, but I ended up doing that as well. So we're carrying on. We're gonna take these drywall off of the beam, of the stud right here, and then we can reinstall, take it off, and get the other one in and put the studs. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, everything came down. He just unscrewed these two, and then everything came out just super easy. I thought it was gonna be more difficult. Wow. And as you can see, that had broken. Be careful with the floor. And then, oops. And then here, there's another piece in there. So who knows what is going on. It's so crazy. Hopefully we can take these off and work it.
Cool.
Okay, we were able to take it off from here. The screws were here, so that's why it couldn't go out. So we had to cut here, make a score, and then also take off part of the top and part of the bottom so that we could lift it and get it off. So now we're just gonna move it out of the way. Take it outside. Hopefully we can take it outside, can we? Oh, check it out, guys. Look at how many nails that thing has. This doesn't even, it's not even structural. And then it's also, I don't know what they did. They did it from the top too. Well, how did they do that? That's why it's getting so hard. Be careful.
Yeah.
Oh. Sideways. I'm gonna do it sideways. No, look at this. This is what I'm saying. Mira, mira. Can I show you? Oh. That's crazy. Why would they do that? It's not even structural. No way. Insane in the main brain. My brother's dream come true. I was gonna leave that beam there, but he wanted it out, so it ended up being that he is the winner of this round. That was crazy. We undercharged. What can we do? Next time we learn. Okay, so we're midway, guys. Demo is done. This demo was super hard because instead of us being able to just rip everything out left and right, we had to do it surgically, very, very precisely, as much as possible. And now we can see the end results. We're gonna do cleanup and start putting everything together now. Woo! This is all our trash. The good thing, guys, is that the trash cans are right here. So we're super close. I don't have to walk too much. And then right there is our house. All right, guys, so right here we did the framing. As you can see, we measured and cut everything so that we could do the top there. And then we have 3 studs. Those are 2x3s because this is just a mid wall, just a separating wall, nothing structural. And then there's a plate down here as well, and the top plate goes on top of the studs. And then where you put the drywall, we fitted it, and right here I think we're gonna have to hang it a little bit higher and then cover the bottom with some molding and use the molding over here, see how it all turns out. Okay guys, so here we have the structure and the back wall already installed. We did it with screws, top plate holding onto the roof or the ceiling, bottom plate as well, and then we did 3, because as I was telling you, it's not like a structural one, it's just to divide, but everything is holding on very well. And then we have, it's not moving. So there you go. Now we're putting the next wall on top. One more detail is that we're using the level to see that everything is nice and plumb right here on this side. And then I'm gonna make sure that this is plumb on this side as well. Beautiful. If you've made it this far in the video, I want you to hammer down that like button, subscribe, and get the notification bell for more videos like this where I show you how to make your house better, more beautiful, and give it a better resale value. I always appreciate your comments and support. If you guys would do things a little bit different that I'm doing them right now or making them easier, would you please comment below so that others can be benefited by what your experience is, and let me know what you think about this video. Is this helping you? What we did here is we put the parts of the drywall together on top of the studs, and then on the corners right there that you see in front, we put some corner bead. It didn't show it here because I don't know what happened with that footage, but we did put the corner bead, and then I went over with the joint compound that my client had already at hand, which was great, and I started just filling in those gaps that needed to be filled and smoothing out and filling everything. Okay, so right here we started doing the sanding. My brother did the sanding, and we do see that there, and I knew it because the first pass this was very deep, so I did try to put as much material as possible, but not too much because otherwise it doesn't look good and it cracks. So now that it's cured, we can see that we do need another pass with more of the joint compound, but this side looks beautiful now sanded. This is pretty much done and done. So is this side, because this side, because it didn't have the texture or anything, it's much better to just feather out all of the finish. So at this point, I'm not gonna use the pre-mixed joint compound. I'm gonna use this lightweight set light. It cures in 20 minutes, and that'll help us work faster. Otherwise, we would need to come back again, and we need to do this faster. That way, it's less inconvenience for the owner, and we don't have to keep coming back. So now we're trying to fill all of this with the joint compound. I am using the premix because I think that's gonna be better for this situation. but as you can see, we do have a good amount of gap there. And what I'm using here is gonna be, as you see here, a Ziploc bag. It's better if it's not the one that has the folds at the end, but it's just like straight, no little folds to, you know, contain more material. And then I just use a clip at the end, and I'm gonna be using it to fill, kind of like icing a cake. So hopefully I can get this because I didn't bring my tripod, but I'll try my best to capture. And then we're just gonna push it in and fill. So this is not perfect, but I made it work. And this is what I wanted to show you. And then we'll just finish here, clean it up, and fill the whole area. There you go. Now we have done the second coat, which is basically filling all the gaps that we had left because we couldn't do it all in one swoop. And I filled the top so that it's nice and finished. Then we'll come back, sand everything again, and after doing that we're gonna do the knockdown, which is gonna leave this type of texture. And hopefully we can get it right because I've done it before and it's been okay, but I hope that it comes out really nice. And then we'll do this side, so we'll do this here with the knockdown. And we have a can. If I can do this, all this side, I think it'll be okay because then the rest is gonna be covered by the refrigerator. And then on this side, I also wanted to mention that I did the joint compound. Can't really have it good. The joint compound there, but I will also do some caulking because the wall here isn't secured to anything on this side, so it kind of moves. There's some movement here, so caulking is gonna help out. My brother had to take out the heat gun. Thankfully we have one, and that way we could like dry the joint compound because it was gonna take forever to finish otherwise. So we were doing all kinds of things, guys, to make it work. We've already painted with a primer, a couple of coats. So this is not too critical on this side because the fridge is gonna go on there. But what we want to do is do the knockdown texture on the side wall here. And then on this side. So I just have to be careful. I already practiced a little bit on how to do it. Just wanted to show you. I'm using this. It's a wall texture spray can. What you need to do is stay a little bit far away and then just spray loosely, not too compacted with the texture. Let me see if I can catch it here while I'm filming at the same time. I'll shake it a little bit. That I think is too thick, but we'll leave it, we'll let it go. Something like this is what you're looking for. Then you're gonna let it sit for a little bit, dry out, and then knock it down, and that'll give you the texture of something like this. So we'll come back.
Cool.
I'm gonna knock it down, I'm gonna go down. So you can see the texture. And you can, if you don't like it, you need it to be a little bit more full, you can spray it again, let this dry, spray it again, and then knock it down again. This is what I found right now, guys. This is crazy. I was gonna ask my brother to get me one of these paint stirrers, but look, I guess they had already left everything in here. That is crazy. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Aquí no, aquí quedó. La tengo que pintar tal vez. It's okay. You're always.
Hay otro pedacito.
No, ves, es sucio.
No.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Okay. There you go. Okay. We did it. This wall turned out to be an absolute success, and right now this house is already under contract and we're going to be closing very soon. So guys, these are the projects that you want to make sure that your house has so that it can sell. Show nothing that is broken, because it was actually an easy fix. It was a lot of work though, and that's something that I'll take into consideration whenever I have to do another project. But what do you guys think? Until next time, go ahead and check around your house and see what you can DIY and improve that will make it so much better for you to enjoy, but also if you're thinking of reselling your house. God bless you, and we'll catch up in the next one.